"Get 'em, Max! Get 'em!" The sharp command ripped through the park's quiet morning air, startling birds from nearby trees. But the powerful canine, Max didn't lunge it, froze, its intelligent eyes fixed on the elderly man in the worn wheelchair. An unspoken tension crackled. Comment respect if you believe true heroes walk among us, often unseen. This was Samuel. His face, a roadmap of years and untold stories, was etched with quiet sorrow. He'd come to the Memorial Gardner Sanctuary he'd hoped would offer peace only to be confronted by Officer Miller, a young guard whose crisp uniform couldn't hide his disdain for the old-timer disrupting his patrol. "This area is restricted. Old man, can't you read the sign?" Miller sneered, tapping his baton against his palm ominously. Samuel, his voice raspy with age, yet steady, replied, "I just wish for a moment." "For remembrance," Miller scoffed, lips curling. "Rules are for everyone, Grandpa. Now be a good chap and move along before I'm forced to make this unpleasant for you." A few early morning joggers slowed, their curiosity piqued by the confrontation. Samuel's gnarled hands tightened on the armrests of his chair. The sting wasn't physical, it was the casual cruelty, the dismissal of a lifetime he carried silently within him. Miller, clearly enjoying his perceived authority, stepped closer, invading Samuel's personal space. "I won't tell you again." His voice, louder now, was sharp with impatience. Max, the sleek German Shepherd canine, whined low in his throat, shifting uneasily on his leash, mirroring his handler's escalating agitation. Samuel remained still, his gaze fixed on some distant point beyond the guard, a deep well of sorrow in his eyes. He'd faced far greater threats than an arrogant youth in a uniform. He'd seen the face of true conflict. This was merely an echoey, sad, hollow display. His profound silence, however, seemed to enrage Miller further. "That's it. You're clearly resisting arrest." Miller's voice dripped with false authority as he fumbled, unfastening Max's lead to give the canine more range. "This is your final warning, old man." Samuel let out a sigh sound so faint it was almost lost in the rustle of leaves. "Son," he began, his voice surprisingly firm, "there's truly no need for this aggression." But Miller's face had hardened into a mask of righteous indignation. "Oh, I think there is a need." Max watched him closely. The dog tensed, a low guttural growl rumbling in its chest. Miller, misreading Samuel's unwavering calm as stubborn defiance, made the irreversible, fateful decision. "Get him, Max. Bite." The words echoed sharp, ugly, and final. An almost palpable silence descended. Time itself seemed to stutter. Max, a creature of instinct and rigorous training, took a hesitant step forward, his powerful muscles rippling beneath his coat. But then the aggression drained from him. Instead of lunging, instead of baring the formidable teeth Miller expected, the dog stopped. Its ears, once pricked and alert, softened. It tilted its head, a soft, confused whine escaping its throat. Then, to Officer Miller's utter incomprehension and the hushed bewilderment of onlookers, Max lowered his head. Then his front paws, sinking into a deep, deliberate, and undeniably respectful bow toward the frail man in the wheelchair. His plumed tail gave a slow, hesitant wag. Miller stared, mouth agape. "Max, what Max to me? Heel." The command was desperate, laced with panic. The canine remained in its reverent bow, ignoring his handler completely. A confused murmur rippled through the gathering. Just then, a sleek black sedan with official government plates glided to a silent stop nearby. A formidable woman in a crisp colonel's uniform emerged, her gaze sweeping the scene with instant command. "Officer Miller," her voice cut through the tension like a blade, "report. What is the meaning of this unprofessional—" Circus Miller, flustered and paling, stammered, "Ma'am, this gentleman was trespassing. My K9, I think it's malfunctioning, ma'am." The colonel's sharp gaze bypassed the guard and settled on Samuel. Her eyes, initially scanning for threats, widened almost imperceptibly. A flicker of stunned disbelief crossed her features quickly, followed by dawning profound recognition. She strode purposefully past Miller, boots clicking on the pavement, and halted directly before Samuel's wheelchair. "Bordering on, Sergeant Major Thomas?" she inquired, her voice firm, yet carrying distinct reverence. Samuel offered a small, weary smile. "Colonel Hayes, It has indeed been a very long time. Max, still bowing, whined softly again, gently nuzzling Samuel's trouser leg. Colonel Hayes turned, her eyes now like chips of ice, as she addressed the terrified Miller officer. "Do you have even the faintest comprehension of who this man is?" Miller could only shake his head, face ashen, words failing him. "This," she declared, voice resonating with authority, "is Sergeant Major Samuel Silent, Sam Thomas. He didn't just serve, he founded this region's canine training program. Decades ago, he literally wrote the doctrine your Max was trained under. That bow you witnessed, it's the handler's marca deep honorific taught only to elite dogs to recognize a founding master trainer." Miller's face, if possible, grew paler. All bravado vanished like smoke. A collective gasp rippled through the onlookers as the weight of her words sank in. Colonel Hayes continued, "He's exhibiting more situational awareness. Respect than you've demonstrated all morning. Sergeant Major Thomas has unrestricted lifetime access to every inch of this space, especially the memorial garden he helped design for fallen handlers." She turned back to Samuel, tone gentle. "Sir, I am profoundly sorry for this disrespect. Allow me the honor of escorting you personally." Miller stood frozen, a statue of humiliation, the leash hanging limply from his trembling hand. Samuel was gently escorted to the garden, Colonel Hayes beside his wheelchair, occasionally nudging Samuel's hand. The aftermath, Officer Miller faced disciplinary review and mandatory retraining. The story of the canine that bowed to the forgotten hero spread, serving as a powerful lesson. This moment was a stark reminder: never judge by appearances. True honor resides in the quietest souls, unseen until instinctive respect reveals their worth. These heroes walk among us. Their stories deserve to be told. Subscribe to Hidden Sparks for more narratives that honor unseen sacrifices. Like, share, and comment. Respect. If this story moved you, don't forget to subscribe to Hidden Sparks and turn on notifications, because every hero story deserves light. **